The English and Maths for the Employed project was awarded to Calderdale College on behalf of the West Yorkshire Consortium of Colleges. The project, which is funded through the European Social Fund and co-financed by the Skills Funding Agency, supports employers throughout Yorkshire and Humber and the North West region to provide fully funded literacy and numeracy qualifications. Calderdale College have worked with 19 providers to support over 600 employers and over 1,500 participants through the programme. The college have worked with DC Training for a number of years. Hear about the success of their English and Maths programme.
I'm Darren Calo from DC Training Development Services. We're a private sector limited company specialising in workplace learning. We're based in Doncaster, South Yorkshire. We started mainly working in the manufacturing engineering sector, and over the last 15 years have evolved. Whilst we've still maintained manufacturing, engineering, logistics as our core sector, we do deliver probably across 13 or 14 different qualifications in different areas now. About 2 years ago, we got involved with Calderdale College on initially the workplace learning contract, and then there was an opportunity to work with the college on the English and Maths funded through ESF. I think the English and Maths contract wouldn't have worked without ESF, and the funding that it gave allowed us to target certain employers that ordinarily we wouldn't engage with.
Hello, my name is John Benson. Took part in the Maths and English skills through DC Training. I'm a patron decorator in the Isle of Axholme. I found it exceptionally useful, it got my brain thinking again, trying to put it into English and also into Maths, what it takes to do it, which is a skill I'd really forgotten. Well, basically when I come into a room, I can literally just look around and know how much paint I need to buy without measuring, how much wallpaper I need to get without measuring. Once we have to break it back down, that skill is something I've missed. That's where the Maths and English come back into its element, and hence the training, it brought me on quite well.
The contract was based within the Yorkshire and Humber region for us, and we targeted a significant amount of the profile that we were given by the college into a small area known as the Isle of Axholme, which includes a small town called Hepworth and surrounding villages in a rural setting. The reason for targeting that area was very little activity tends to take place in that area, and it is full of micro businesses. The English and Maths contract really lended itself to working with those type of businesses, and engagement was fantastic. In total, 101 learners enrolled with us on the programme, and we achieved over a 97% success rate.
Hi there, we are Jill and Paula from Axholme Decorating Centre, based in Epworth Town Centre on the Isle of Axholme. We sell predominantly paint, wallpaper, homeware and DIY products. We're a relatively new business, we've been here about 4 years now, so any kind of training that we get offered is very beneficial to us.
We were approached by Darren at DC Training and Calderdale College. He asked us if we wanted to improve our ICT skills and English and Maths skills. We've completed our first set of training, English and Maths.
In terms of the college, the support we got from Calderdale College was fantastic from day one. Any queries that we had were resolved quickly, any issues around profile, communication very, very easy. We had a direct contract account manager. There's not a lot really that would change in the way that the college managed it. It worked very well for us. What was really nice was we also got referrals of companies into us from the college. One company based in Halifax, which is an area we don't do a great deal of work in traditionally, and JF Winters, then they came to us from the college. Rather than college deliver it themselves, they felt we were an ideal provider to go in there.
I'm Samantha Ellis. I'm the operations manager at John Winter and Company Limited, based in Halifax. 18 months ago I asked the local college at Calderdale for some help and some training. I'd taken on some new staff who were undertrained and underskilled, and they came to see me, talked it through with me, and then put me in touch with Darren at DC Training. DC Training have been working with me now for nearly 18 months, and we've done a variety of training. We've got all of our employees skilled to a minimum level 2. They have been exceptionally supportive in my new role over the last 18 months, and have helped and supported me really with advice on management and on courses and on motivation. They've been really helpful. I've enjoyed working with them. I'm pleased that Calderdale College put me in touch with Darren. I know it's outside their own area and his own area, but I liked the way that they fit us up together and it worked perfectly.
I think another positive thing about the contract, which is quite unusual on these type of contracts, was the desire to encourage people to progress. And so we don't just do a maths and English intervention and then it's goodbye customer, goodbye learner, and we don't go back. There was a real push, and I think particularly from the college, to encourage learners to then move on to the next level of learning at a higher level, which again I think is fantastic, because people who have engaged in learning sometimes for the first time in 30 years, achieved a maths and English qualification, gained a lot of satisfaction, built the self-esteem, built the confidence, and we've then been able to go back and offer them apprenticeship routes or higher level skills routes at level 3 and above. And that's quite unique on this type of contract, to keep your learner engaged and keep them progressing.
We'll be taking more training skills up through DC training and look forward to more skills.
And then we are going to go on to do further training, do our ICT training, which we feel will be beneficial for both us and the business in the future.
We managed to hold a big celebration for the companies in the Isle of Axholme, to which our local MP, Andrew Percy, came along and presented certificates to people. That was well attended, really well received by the learners. The fact that we managed to engage a lot of small and micro businesses, I think the employer subsidy and wage replacement that was part of the ESF contract by the college was absolutely integral in allowing people to release themselves from a busy work schedule and undertake learning.
Found it useful, the fact that obviously there was some funding involved for it, which meant I could come away from my works. I probably wouldn't have been able to afford the time without that funding coming in and being involved.
Obviously, Paula and myself work here alone in the shop, and it's very difficult to get away and do any kind of training. So for us to do it within business hours was really, really beneficial to us, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody else wishing to do that sort of training. It's been great.